Let's give them all of our money.
Oh, hey, talk to me about this, if you don't mind. Stephen and I were having a conversation earlier about how a lot of trucking companies are hiring people that don't even speak English. What can you tell me about that?
Technically, they can't do that.
Well, but they do.
yeah. Well, who gave the man the CDL?
That's right.
Because it says explicitly in the book that if you can't speak English well
Read
enough
or write. That's
to negotiate the country, then you can't have a CDL.
Right.
So.
But why is it? So technically they're not allowed to, but it's still happening.
No, they're breaking the law, just like they've been breaking the law since day one.
Yeah.
The first thing they did was open up the gates, and then they got them to come over here. And then they changed all our driver's license places out of the courthouse and made them private businesses, and then put interpreters in there and gave them licenses. And then all the big outfits, they told them if you don't hire them, you're going to get penalized.
But as long as your career has expanded, how many years have you been trucking?
Well, I started driving.
85 this year?
I started driving when I was 17.
Did Stephen say you're 85? Are you 85?
Yeah.
And
No, I'm not 85. I'm 84.
oh, you're
you're
84.
gonna
Oh,
be
you're giving him an extra year. Okay, you're 84, and you've been driving since you were 17.
Yeah.
And
You were born in 38, right?
No, I was born in 40.
Okay. My dad.
January of 40.
My dad was born in 38, so that's what I got mixed up.
And you're still driving?
I hadn't driven since I got retired.
Okay, okay. But in all the years, Mr. Bill, that you drove, you came across situations where you came across people who couldn't speak English, correct?
Yeah, right here.
Well, right here. Right here.
Yeah.
So
There was a guy that drove on the lot, and he just pulled up in the middle of the lot. And
Was
so
lost, wasn't
he came in the office and talked to Rose.
does she speak
And-
Spanish?
Huh?
Does Rose speak Spanish?
No. He was talking into his telephone, and then his telephone was
Translating.
translating. So I went out to find out what was wrong with his truck. So I talked into his telephone, and it talked to him. Then he talked into the telephone,
Oh, wow.
talked back to me, and he was driving. I can't remember who he's driving for.
But was it Spanish? Was it Spanish?
No, I think he
No.
was a Venezuelan dude. I think.
It could have been. It could have been.
I think I was here that day, and he wasn't Mexican. He didn't have the same complexion. He was tall and slender, so I think he was Venezuelan.
Yeah, but I think that
and black.
Yeah. Venezuelans do speak Spanish. I think I could be wrong.
It's a Spaniard language,
Spanish
but it's not
language.
Mexican.
Right.
So people from Spain, they speak Spanish, but they don't speak Mexican.
Well, that's correct. There's two different types of Spanish.
There are several different types.
Yeah.
So, how did you feel about him talking into a phone, trying to talk to you and communicate with you?
I just knew what the regulation was, and I said, "Oh, who give this guy a CDL?"
Yeah.
So
And couldn't whoever issued this?
What is his phone supposed to read the signs as he's going
he's
down
supposed
the
to
road?
be able to read the signs and take direction.
Right.
And if he doesn't speak English, he can't do that, obviously.
That's true.
So
And I see him going down the road with their feet up on the dash, a movie playing, and the movie's up in the center of the windshield, watching a movie, driving down the road, and I look in the mirror and they're 3 feet on my side of the road, on my side of the line, and I have to get over in order to let them pass. And when they pass, I see them sitting with their feet up on the dash watching the movie.
oh wow.
And you yell at them and they don't have a CB.
So okay, so what if somebody gets in an accident? They can't
The
speak.
government covers for them.
Really?
Well, they're the ones that are paying them to come. They're gonna cover for them.
So, what was your level of frustration that day, Mr. Bill? What was your level of frustration?
I wasn't frustrated because he wanted somebody to fix his truck. And after I found out what was wrong with it, I told him it was going to take, it'd take a couple of days, that he needed to get it back to his shop. And after the telephone told him all that, he got in it and left. So
Yep.
Hmm.
Gone.
Wow.
He was in that white Freightliner, wasn't he?
I can't remember what he was in. I don't.
I think I was fueling up outside.
For some
that
reason,
day.
I thought he was in a Kenworth,
Huh.
like that one. No,
Oh.
that shape.
Well, it might have been a different day.
So, are there certain parts of the country, namely Florida, perhaps maybe Miami area, that like they're almost all Spanish speaking?
Well, you can go to a lot of places like southern Florida. You won't find anybody. Look, I delivered in Hialeah.
Yeah, to that.
Nobody speaks English in Hialeah.
So, I remember that he would take those air conditioning foam down to
insulation
Hialeah.
board.
And none of them spoke
They
in
use
English.
it to make coolers.
So then, how did you communicate with the people then?
Sign language. This way, that way. Get it off.
Oh wow!
Thanks.
Wow!
Yeah.
Wow! Wow! Well, thank you, Mr. Bill.
Well, I'm going to go to the house and see
Thank
if I
you,
can get
Mr.
something
Bill.
to eat.
I
Thank-
ain't making no promises. I'll crunch
Well,
some numbers.
hey, if
But
if somebody comes along and does like that, well, then it might be gone.
That's
Well, I
right.
hear you. First
Right.
one, first. What is it called?
First come, first serve. So we've been talking to Mr. Bill Thalmann and at Kentucky Western Truck Lines in
They've been my
Hopkinsville.
friends for over 20 years. Every time I need something, I come over here, and they got it.
And this
So,
is well before you were on the payroll then, right? This is like...
yeah. Well, I haven't worked for them since this summer, but
Right, that's what I'm saying. But
He was on his own payroll. then.
that's right,
That's
as an
right.
owner-operator, that's right. So you've known the Thalmann brothers for 20 years,
yeah,
right?
some real nice people.
So, well, we thank you for your time today. Thank you so much.
Now,
Appreciate it.
I'm out over the world.
You are. In
Yeah,
fact, we
and-
get watched in 37 different countries.
37 different countries. So people from all over the world are going to see you, Mr. Bill Thalmann.
Right. 37 different countries.
I'll be getting telephone calls from Siberia.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Bill.
We'll see you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.